Good evening, YouTube. This is Jared, Just Miner 87, coming at you live on the DFS Quarry channel. Usually everyone that's a regular knows by now. If it is just me solo, Joe Miner 3131 can't join us. So me doing a solo show tonight, blessed with 7-game slate. Shouldn't be too bad. Discussing tonight's game. Falling victim to another picked the wrong goalie. I thought Kemper was playing, not Kemper. Turns out it's Aiden Hill. Take the big fat 0 unless Aiden Hill gets hurt or something, and then Kemper has to come in. Nonetheless, hopefully that lineup can maybe salvage something. There was some promise there at the Penguins. But the other lineup that I had hit the mark pretty well with a Calgary Flames first line stack. So faring pretty well, 50-50 kind of night. And hopefully the bigger one that I have money in is the one that hits and I can net positive tonight. So that is really what I have. As you've seen, Penguins did come around. Cole on the Slack channel was like, we need a second period on. They certainly put on a second and a third period. In Vancouver in a 4-3 overtime win. And now you're getting New Jersey Devils and the Dallas Stars in a nail-biter 4-4 I just seen. So, look promising. Yeah, it's a pretty action-packed night. And great news. Josh Levo leaves the game in the first period. I get 1 point out of him, and then he goes away. So, you take the good with the bad. But I'm going to go to the screen share here, and we'll get started with tonight's slate. And hopefully, the computer won't be crap here for me. So, yeah, Justin's in the Slack channel. He has their own hockey there, and yeah, everyone. They jump off. When you're a Penguins follower, you kind of know. Let's wait until around January time to see what we have, and they're starting to mesh well together. Certainly got the benefit of Tanner Pearson over Hagelin, the way it looks as of now, but time will tell. Still early on yet, but let's go into this lineup here. First game on the slate, we have the Calgary Flames away going to take on the Boston Bruins. Calgary is on a back-to-back. Boston is a 135 home favor with an over-under of 6. I think they had Mike Smith here on left-wing lock, but I put down Rittich. I really do. Rittich isn't hurt when you look here. Oh, now John Gillies is here. Yeah. Rittich is the one that's hurt. So we have Gillies here. I think it's going to be Gillies. I can't see them playing Smith on a back-to-back, but this is one that I will definitely be keeping in line here. So it could be Gillies. Left-wing lock does have Rittich, or does have Mike Smith, but that was updated 6 months ago. So, and Boston is set for Tuukka Rask. What do we like here? Well, you look at this this Calgary team. They're 6-2-2 in the past 10 games here. Certainly starting to score. When you look at this first line, like I said tonight, I played Gaudreau, Monahan, Lindholm. I stuck with that line combo here. You did see some action with Kachuk and Backlund here, and Frolik had a goal at 2,900 again tonight. But I think you are going to have a much stronger defensive team here against Boston. So I'm not going to be stacking too heavy. I like throwing a pair here. But this, I'm going to open up another window here let's just open up another window for Boston. Yeah, Just that's what I'm thinking here. I'm trying to do my best with analyzing on my own because, updating 6 months ago is not very effective, if you ask me. At least give me a week, But certainly, you know, let's go look here, home ice here. You look at Boston on home ice, they're 13-5, giving up 2.4 goals. They are, you know, top of the league when you look at discipline here, 2.7 penalties a game they're taking. So they're not shorthanded too often here. And their power play for Boston is pretty successful and can, you know, getting 3.5 attempts per game here. So Boston looks pretty good when you look at their home side here. Let's go to the away team for Calgary. They are 12-8, 2.9 goals for and a 2.1 goals against here. Like Justin said, we're leaning toward Gillies here. And I think if you're leaning towards Gillies, I think you want to stack Boston here, and this is the way I'm going to play it. You look down here. Yeah, it is. Rask is here at 7,900. He's 2-1 in the past 5, 2.98. So that's why I like the pair. A 2.98 doesn't mean the Calgary's not going to score. I think they will, but yeah. So look at this. Patrice Bergeron, Justin Yinzer on Hockey just mentioned, he is back. Look at this power play. 4 power play points in 5 games. Pasternak, 5 power play points in 5 games. And Marchand is producing as well. I mean, I don't mind this first line stack here. And I think if my memory serves me, yeah, they also are on that first power play here. Anytime I get that correlation here of power play and regular line pairings, I'm going to run with it, and I'm going to go well. So Boston here on this first line is definitely an in-play stack. Ownership-wise, I think the Boston will be middle of the pack towards upper owned, to be honest here, in a 7-game slate. Yeah, you're a Raiders fan, you're right. And I would say the same thing, except tonight I played this. I mean, yeah, you're looking a little bit more, but I did throw down the 7,600, 6,900, 6,500 combo here. I threw that down tonight, and I didn't mind. I was able to find some solid plays here. And I know people do the Avalanche pairing when they did the Landeskog, McKinnon, and Rantanen combo. So it is possible to run these 3 and kind of maybe suck it up that your defense maybe get you that 1.5 guy, 1.0 guy that gets your blocks and costs $3,000, because there's where you're going to be looking to draw some savings. But for me, it's this first line. I mean, and you know, if Raiders isn't staying, if they're staying away, I'm going to pair them all tomorrow. I think there's just too much to miss out on here. This third line does draw interest here in the GPP. You look here, there are some production here. Corrali at 3,100 with 4 points and 12 shots here. That could be a play. I don't know what Daily Faceoff is doing, whether Corrali's third line, fourth line. At 14 minutes, I would think he's a third liner. But nonetheless, here you go down defensively here. Chara, 3,300. You can always try Chara on that point. I think they've got him second line power play point. Yeah, they're not even putting him on the power play. If he's not getting power play time, I'm gonna just pay for the Torrey Krug here. If I'm gonna look here at the value of Chara versus Carlo here, I'm probably gonna play Carlo instead and save a 400 here. So without Chara being on the power play, he's not worth playing if you ask me. Grzelcyk still a viable option here. And for me, I do have interest here in Rask at 7,900. Calgary side, like I said, you want to run Gaudreau as a one-off, maybe pair him with Lindholm. That's fine. But like I said, I'm only looking for a pair here or a one-off, because I do think that Buffalo will actually hold this team to about 2 goals. So I don't want to pair heavy on them. Defensively here, I'm not going to be on them defensively. And I think those that watch the videos enough know. You know, Harmonic's in play at 3,700. He's a good value play. Brody, you could take a chance on Brody at 3,000. this might be your defensive play if you wanted to play Boston. You get 3K Brody, and you end up picking some salary savings. So, like I said, it's Boston for me. And I do think that you have a chance at Rask here. Let's look at shots per game. Yeah, I mean, Calgary's not giving up too many shots. They do take 32 shots. So, yeah, Rask in play. Let's move on here to the next game. We got the Florida Panthers taking on the Buffalo Sabres. Wow, Buffalo is a 130 home favorite, over and under of 6. And I swear seems like a weekly occurring game to me. I don't know. I feel like I'm always looking and analyzing Buffalo versus Florida. But, hey, I think they are in the same division, so that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Raiders fan, I mean, hey, for a buck here and there, Raiders, you just got to take a chance. That's what I done today. I did 2 lineups here. I played them each in 2 contests, and I'm just taking a chance out there, throwing a couple more dollars out, throwing some lines, and that's really what I'm doing. So, hey, let's go on to the next one. First, we'll analyze it overall as the team here, and then we'll go there. Yeah, Raiders fan. Vegas really tried hard today. Our 6 over-unders. But first, we'll look at Buffalo. They're 8th in the league on home ice, 12-5-3, scoring around 3 goals against, 2.9 goals for, and 2.8 goals against. Drawing around 3 power plays per game, converting at 14th in the league at 20%. And they are the 5th best penalty kill on home ice, only taking 2.6 penalties per game. Let's go on the road here. What are we looking at for Florida? Florida, 17th in the league. They're 9-9-2 on the road, scoring 3.1 goals for and giving up 3.8. That's an alarming number here. These are the identifiers of which we're looking at. Giving up 3.8 on the road, that's alarming here. Are you going to expect Buffalo to put up 4 goals? And that's what I'm looking at here. Well, Florida, you do get 3.4 power plays per game, and they're converting 4th in the league. So, to Justin's point here, Florida is a tricky team, to say the least. They don't draw too many penalties. So I might look at the one-off on Florida on their power play here, or a pair. If I can get a cheap pair, maybe that second power play here, if there's some success in it. But let's take a look now that we've analyzed that. Well, let me go back real fast. 1 second here. Florida, 34 shots they're taking, giving up 30.7. And while we have Buffalo taking 32.1 shots, giving up 33 shots. So seeing that Buffalo gives up 33 and Florida themselves take 34.1, I do like Florida to put up a goal or 2 here. Let's go down here. First, I'm going to go right to the power plays here and see what's going down here, because that's really where I want my interest at the 4th best power play on the road here. So you look, 3 power play points here for Barkov, 2 for Huberdeau, 4 for Hoffman. This is where I'm going here. Looking at this, they're taking a lot of shots as a team here, but you're not really centralizing any units here. You got Vetrano on the second power play with 1 power play point, Weegar with 1 power play point. So, yeah, if you take anything, I would do a one-off here on this first line. Dadonov really hasn't earned that 6,400 price tag, so you might stay away from him. Barkov, 6 assists. You'd hope you'd get a goal here. I think where you have Hoffman here or Yandel even as a defenseman at 5,600. There would be probably the plays if I'm playing in my lineups tomorrow. It might be Hoffman and Yandel. Hoffman, we've known what he's done when it comes to shots. He may only have 13 shots in 5 games, but Hoffman's a shooting machine. And against a team like Buffalo that gives up the shots, I would put my money on a 6,300 Hoffman tomorrow. So Hoffman or Yandel as my plays here. I'm not playing Luongo tomorrow. And it is projected to be Luongo. So that being said, I do like Florida on home ice here. So let's go to, or Buffalo, excuse me. Let's go take a look at Buffalo, shall we, in the past 5 games. So we got the Buffalo Sabres here. It's still, when you look, it's primarily always been these top lines: Jeff Skinner, Jack Eichel, Sam Reinhart. So we're kind of going off of the last game where we really looked at Boston's first line only. So I think it's Eichel, Skinner, and Reinhart again, especially when you look at Florida not taking too many penalties here. I don't know if I want to steer to that power play at all for Buffalo here. It's more line combos. Now, do I want to stack it heavy, or do I just want a little exposure to this first line? And that's where you really want to question here. I'm probably going to pair this if I were to play a lineup tomorrow. Whether I'm probably sticking with Skinner and Eichel and leaving out Reinhart tomorrow, and that would be my play. Going down here to the defense, and let me just see if I can find you guys any cheap value plays on the this side of things. Maybe Evan Rodriguez on that second line, getting 14 shots and 5 blocks here at 3,300. That's a good value play. If you need a little one-off action, even trying to take a chance in a GPP, throw that quarter out there. It's a very affordable second line here. And all you really need is a goal and assist and hit up a 5.5, and you could be setting all right. But probably not going to win it. You'd probably need 2 guys here. But what this second line does is allows you to play a heavy first pair here. So going back to Raiders, and this is where I like to explain it. If you're playing a Boston all line 1, you've spent a lot of money. This all line 2 or a pair of this line 2 gives you that relief a little bit here. And all 3 of these guys are capable of scoring. We've seen them not have drastic numbers, but we've seen Evan Rodriguez on the goal column, middle stat as well, and Sherry. So all 3 of these guys can score, but I would only play them in a GPP type setup where I'm just taking a chance. Going down here, though, Ristolainen at 5,500, still a great play defensively. Scandella, 2,600, another great play. I shouldn't say great play. Scandella, if he gets you that point or something, he's good there. When I look down at 2,600 and stuff, I'd rather have a little bit more consistency in shots and blocks because you can't always guarantee on those points coming in. So maybe 6 shots, 12 blocks. Jake McCabe's a better play. And tomorrow I do want exposure to Carter Hutton. 0-3-1. He needs a win. 2.74. So he's not like crushing Buffalo out of the games here. So Carter Hutton on home ice, I think he gets a win tomorrow. So let's move on. We got Carolina Hurricanes traveling up to Philadelphia, take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Philly is a 120 home favorite with over-under of 6 yet again. Looks like we are projecting McElhaney and Carter Hart. So both these teams are kind of struggling. 3-6-1 in the past 10 for both teams. So this is call it the battle of the bottom here. So Philly on home ice are 7-8-2. They're next to last in the league. 2.8 goals for, 3.3 goals against. They do draw 3 power plays again, 3.1 power plays per game, but they do not convert very much. And they take a little over 3.3 penalties a game. So it does give a little option here to Carolina. Going to the other side, Carolina on the road, 3rd from the bottom, only scoring 2.1 goals for and giving up 3. They do draw 3.5 power plays per game. So that's a nice little thing. Although they aren't converting, you do have to say a 28th power play unit against a 22nd in the league penalty kill. So which one wins? I like to take a chance here on Carolina power play. And penalty kill wise, Carolina does do pretty well in the penalty kill. Shots for, we know that Carolina shoots the puck 37.2 shots a game. They're only giving up 27.9. Philadelphia giving up 20.9 shots per game, and they're taking 31.6. So this is a hard game to read, to be honest here. I could see it going either way. I could see either team winning in a landslide victory. So, at first look, I don't know. At first look, I want exposure to this game. I do, but I just don't know which way yet. So, first look, I think that I'm going to head towards McElhaney and favor the Carolina side. And this is a rematch for those that really pay attention. Philadelphia just got done playing Carolina the other day, and I think it was a 2-1 game. So there's not much point value if we are expecting a similar kind of approach. So Aho here, Teravainen, two-way Teravainen. It's a good pairing on this first line. It just depends who does Philly stack up against them. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, right? And no power play points here on the first two. So, yeah, you look at this, and they've got no power play points in 5 games for Carolina. We can all know where we're coming from. Aho, Teravainen, they've struggled. I certainly look down here at this injuries. Jordan Stahl's not the answer to their problems either, waiting in the wind. I don't know. Certainly, you look at the Elias Lindholm that they gave up to get Dougie Hamilton. It's not paying off. So it's Aho and Teravainen. I think if you're going to play this game, I'm probably fading this game with an exception of a cheap one-off here. Like I said, I want exposure to it. So, maybe Jakob Slavin here, 4,300 with 2 assists, 10 shots, 11 blocks. Does he happen to get – he is on the second power play, which hasn't done anything. But, hey, you're looking for a chance. You're looking for a little bit of money savings here. And 4,300 isn't terrible. You can obviously get cheaper defensemen, but there is some consistent productivity that Slavin will not get you 0 or 0.5. He might get you the 1 to 1.5 range. Other than that, maybe Calvin DeHaan again at 3,500 with 9 shots, 11 blocks. Another good option there. And that's really where I'm at. Really where I'm at on here. And like I said, McElhaney potentially. He's not going to see the shots. That's my only problem with playing McElhaney. When you look and Carolina is giving up 27.9 shots, which is, I think, the best in the league defensively here, McElhaney's not going to get you many points. And especially if I do expect a couple goals here from Philly. So fade the goalie here. Fade the goalie. Let's go over to this Philly team, which I've played recently, and I've got burnt. I've gotten burnt. Maybe even Raiders got burnt here. All right, Calgary. Let's go to Carolina line 2 here. Raiders, I don't know if I'm taking that chance. If this was Jordan Stahl where Walmart is, I would like that. But without Jordan Stahl, I just don't think Walmart's the guy that's going to spur goal action. That does give room to add some value to Williams here. So if you are saying Philly shuts down the line 1, which, I mean, they'd be keen to, right? That's where their goal production's coming from. You could see Justin Williams getting a lot of looks here and throw him as a one-off. So you look here, Michael Raffle here on this first line at 2,700, got 2 goals in 5 games. This could be your nice little one-off, especially playing along goal scorers here with Konechny and Giroux. So raffle there is a nice little one-off here. I certainly like that. Second line here, I don't mind if you wanted to pair Couturier and Voracek. When I look at pairings and stuff, I like this here second line a little bit more than these two guys here. So Couturier and Voracek, they've been the plays lately a little bit. So that's where I would focus my attention. Going to defensively here, you're right. I mean, I've played Radko Gudas a few times, Raiders. At 3,400, I still never mind taking a chance on him. I think I played Sanheim the other day, actually, at 3,000 with 6 shots, 10 blocks. And Sanheim did get me an assist the other day. So Sanheim at 3K is probably where I would steer to again tomorrow until I see a little bit more of a favorable goalie matchup. I'm not going to be high exposed to this Philly team because I do like McElhaney as a goalie here. And so, yeah, Carter Hart, he's been playing well. I think he's actually 3-0 or something when I did look at left wing lock. So Carter Hart is on fire. Now, if you game script this to say that Carter Hart gets the win, he's going to face shots, and he could be a goalie play. So I haven't ruled out Carter Hart. Like I said, this is a hard script for me right now, guys. So tune into the Slack channel tomorrow as we continue to talk about this game. So let's go to the next game, shall we? Game 4. Chicago Blackhawks heading up to the New York Islanders. Islanders are 155 home favorite, and yes, we know, over-under of 6. Now, this New York Islanders team is on a roll, 7-2-1. I think they've won 5 straight. And I think I've valued from I've been blessed with a couple good hit stacks from these guys on this win streak. So price-wise, it's still very affordable. So when I'm looking here at this Islanders team, I strictly go power play for me. I like Barzal here. I like Brock Nelson. I like Andersley. Joe from Joe Miner 3131 on Twitter. He likes Josh Ho-Sang and thinks it's only a matter of time before he really gets going. At 2,800, not a bad chance there. Nick Leddy, defensively at 3,400. Why not, guys? Why not? If you're playing that, you got to, on a 7-game slate, you got the easily potential here for, 4 to 5 different line combos. Look at Lehner here, 4-0 in this past 5, 0.56 GAA. Holy shit, give me some. On home ice, he's not going to, his falter's not going to be tomorrow. Okay. Do I think he gets the shutout tomorrow? No, I don't. This Chicago team has been equally well. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10. I do think they lose this one. I think they're just going up against a hotter team here. Now, I've read that it is going to be Colin Delia. And wow, this is going to be a game. 3-0. This Delia has been great. I was blessed. It was like me and one other guy played Colin Delia with a 10.8 or something that night. So Colin Delia is another solid play. He might not give you the win tomorrow because I'm favoring the Islanders. But man. Yeah, see, Raiders fan, you're saying you're gonna go with the daily faceoff with Cam Ward. Left wing lock does have Colin Delia. So I'm not sure. I'm going to keep an eye on goalies a little bit better this tomorrow. I don't know if I need to set myself reminders or what the heck I need to do, but yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on it. Tune into the Slack channel, guys. Mentioned it's a nice group of people. We got anywhere 7 to 10 members, and we're talking hockey, on and off all day. So talking the best picks, giving a little helpful advice. It's a fun time. But going to this Chicago team, I've always said Brandon Saab, 4,700. I don't mind pairing him up with Taves. Now, let's go to this home and away. I didn't get to that because I got so excited about the game here. Islanders, 28th best penalty kill. So they are low there. Let's look on the road. Chicago. Oh, my. No. Nope. So special teams out for me on Chicago here. So, yeah, it'd be Taves and Saad here on this first line. I don't want Cahoon. You could play Cahoon. But if I'm going to play Cahoon, it's going to be the one-off for salary relief here. I just like Taves and Saad a little bit more. Second line here. This second line's the bread and butter here. This second line's really been on fire with Dylan Strome and Patrick Kane here. And you look at their power play. I just got season stats here. Maybe their power play is near the top of the league in the past 5 games. You look at this first power play. Check what I've said, guys. I said don't look at it, but you know what? Trends speak louder than season results. Season-wise, we wouldn't have never talked about playing Chicago. Past 10, they're tearing up. So look at this first power play, and there's where you want your exposure. Dylan Strome, Eric Gustafsson, DeBrincat, Kane, all 5 of these guys in a pairing order is possible. Now, how much exposure do you want to that? That's the question of the day. Because a .981, .56 GAA, Robin Lehner waits in the distance. Now, what are you going to get? Which one's going to give? Is it going to be the power play that gives, or is it going to be Lehner that gives? And that's what you need to decide. That's what I'll be looking at. It's not my favorite game on the slate. I like taking a chance on a goalie here, but I can't say I'm going to be invested heavily in this game. Chicago giving up 34.2 shots here against the Islanders that don't take a lot of shots. Yeah, I mean, I'm more on just trying the Islanders here a little bit with that Barzal combo. If I'm to play this game, it could be a complete fade game for me, to be honest. Let's go on here. It looks like we're going to have the Vancouver Canucks on a back-to-back heading up to Montreal to take on the Montreal Canadiens. Excuse me here. Vancouver on the road here. They are 11th on the league, 10-10-3. 2.8 goals for, 3.3 goals against, drawing 3.3 power plays a game, and taking 3.57 penalties per game here. Not a very good penalty kill on the road here. So let's see on home ice what Montreal can do. I don't know where Cole's at tonight. Montreal 20th in the league. They're 10-7-2. Keep in mind, guys, which I don't know when they would have went down there. Let's see, last Thursday, which was the 27th, Montreal was practicing up there, and they went down on a 3-game road trip. Is 3 games enough to call it? So let's just assume here on the calendar here that they went last Thursday was their last time here. It'll be a straight week. They've been on the road for 3 games for Montreal. Perhaps Vancouver stays in play. To be honest, another fade game for me, though. When I look at Vancouver, I'm going to stick with my normal guys here. I might go Bo Horvat. Pedersen here is, I mean, these guys are playing great. Bo Horvat's playing great. Besser, Pedersen. Levo just got hurt today. And they're really not thinking he's going to return to action tomorrow. That being said, it looks like they must have healthy scratched Goldobin here. So they said if Levo doesn't play, it's going to be back to Goldobin here, which it was Goldobin here yesterday. So I said to play about playing Bear Sheet in yesterday's video, and he got a goal tonight. So Bearshee back in play. They might even move Bearshee up with a Pedersen Besser and put Goldobin here. If that's the play I would do if I'm the head coach. But hey, I'm just a small town guy from the city of Pittsburgh talking about hockey. So I like Bearshee. I like Pedersen, Besser, Horvat. Probably going to one-off those guys if I'm to play them at all. Besser, boy, does Besser shoot a ton. He's got 20 shots in 5 games. I think he had like 7 shots today. So Besser at 5,800 shooting the puck like that is a great play. Defensively, Alex Edler had 3 assists tonight. Keep playing him. Keep playing him at 5,300. Don't even think about it. What are you going to do? Don't think about it. Play him. Goalie-wise, they're calling for it to be Markstrom. I'm thinking it's going to be Mike McKenna here. Not the best goalie in the past 5 here. Yeah, 2 starts in the past 5 games, 4.54. So I don't like that. I don't like that. So that being said, I don't see them playing Markstrom back-to-back like that either. If Markstrom had a shutout today, maybe, but he gave up 3 goals. Yeah, Raiders fan, you're right. I mean, you look at Vancouver, they've scored, like, in the past 5 games, I swear, 3 to 4 goals. I think the one. Are they calling for Niemi? I read it's Price. Oh, Price is down here with an injury. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Price had that head or that upper body injury or something that kept him out on that whole trip. So it would be Niemi. Oh, man. Yeah, you're right. Game stack here. Excuse me here. Look at Dano here. I swear, me and Joe's got an eye to just call people out, scream at them, tell them they're pathetic. They need a center, and they come around. Matt Murray's playing great. Now look at Dano here. 9 points in 5 games. Holy shit. Tatar on this first line. This first line's back to what we've seen before, guys. First line back in action. Second line here with Domi, Byron, and Druin also in play. You got a top 6 action in play here. Joel Armia at 4,000 on this third line. Another good play. He just came back too, Armia, from I think he was out like 11 games. So they really got a balanced attack here lately with Montreal. Defensively here, Shea Weber, I don't mind him at 5,800. I'm okay because I think they are going to score tomorrow. Petrie as well. Those are your guys. Weber and Petrie are your guys. I'm not really looking for salary relief from the defensive side on here. So Armia on that first power play does pair well with, like, you know, the Tatar. Yeah, Armia, Tatar, and Drew in here aren't a bad choice. Even if you want to Domi, not bad there. What is Montreal's? They do draw a lot of power plays. They're 30th in the league. Let's see what they've done recently here. Not many power play points here. But I think I'm going to chance it here against a backup goalie. So Tatar, Armia, Domi here. Second line, you can't ignore it. You know, if you want to do Gallagher here with Byron, it's doable. But I'm probably looking at first power play 1 here. And Niemi at 7,800, I don't want a part of. McKenna. I haven't ruled out McKenna yet. I have not ruled him out. Let's just say that. I'm not sure. Let's go on to the next game. We got 2 more games here. I know I'm yammering, trying to do this. Get about 40 minutes in, so keep on going. Washington Capitals traveling to St. Louis to take on the St. Louis Blues. Washington's a 125 road favorite, over-under of 6. Capitals 8-2 in their last 10, and the Blues are 5-5. So I think we all know it's the Capitals here. It's Tom Wilson. It's Ovechkin. Backstrom at 6,000. He's in play. Boy, no goals in 5 games. Ovechkin is a play, guys. Even if you want off him, I think against Jake Allen tomorrow, Ovechkin is a surefire play. I will one off him and play him tomorrow because I expect him to probably have 5 to 7 shots against the St. Louis Blues and go off. So I'm playing Ovechkin. I look for him to have a big game. Is it going to be – so let's look on the road here. We know Washington – okay, they're 5th on the road, 12-5-1 on the road, scoring 3.6 goals for. They don't draw many power plays on the road, 2.4, which is actually worse than the league. So and they do take 3.61 penalties a game. Going to St. Louis side, they're 9-11 at home, 3.1, 3.6. So you can expect around 3.6 goals for Washington tomorrow. Yeah, I like Ovechkin here one off. And I don't know if I paired Ovechkin with anyone, it's going to be Tom Wilson. So that's where I'm at. Second line, I just don't think you're seeing the production you need to see here. Maybe you take a chance on Chandler Stevenson here. Look at this. 100% shooting ratio. He's got 3 goals and 3 shots. Raiders fan, I'm going Boston line 1. There's a lot more. Yeah, I'm going Boston line 1 in that one. If Washington was home for this game, I would see it a whole lot differently. I would definitely probably say Washington, but since Washington's on the road, I give a slight edge to Boston line 1. So, and like I said, I'm more interested in a pair off this first line than the full-fledged stack. Boston, I'm really interested in the full-fledged stack. Holtby in play for me. Let's keep going here. Holtby, 8,200. He's a certain play. I'm going to play him, and I'm not afraid of the 8,200 because the 3 points I think are going to be pretty key in a 7-game slate tomorrow. So I like Holtby against the Blues. Defensively here, I don't know why John Colson's 6,200. I really don't know. But he's in play. He is in play. And it kind of stinks to admit it. Even Michael Kempney here at 4,500 is in play as well. So those two are my sole guys defensively. Man, Carlson is looking intriguing. Like, first glance tells me I think he's going to have a big game. And I might want exposure to Carlson. So my play might be to actually do a Carlson and Ovechkin and take my chance that way. Let's look at the St. Louis Blues team. They've not been bad, 5-5, they're 500, but there's been some sheds of promise here. Ryan O'Reilly on that second line with 5,800, and David Perron, 6 points in 5 games, 6 points in 5 games at 4,300. Again, you know what? I don't want to really steer you wrong here. If I go anywhere, it might be the third line here to take a chance on Bozak or Thomas or something, or Maroon even with 15 shots. That's probably where I'm heading to, is a salary relief third line that's had some sheds of promise lately. So that's where I'm at there. I just don't think that these first 2 lines are going to score in Holtby tomorrow. I look for Holtby to give up 1 goal, if not 0. Defensively here, you really got nothing, if you ask me. No defense here. And Jake Allen, no. No. Yeah, if you got JS-Minor87 on the Twitter saying Jake Allen is not a play, Jake Allen really is not a play. Last game on the slate, guys. We got Tampa Bay Lightning traveling all the way to Los Angeles to take on the Los Angeles Kings. Tampa Bay is a 175 road favorite. Obviously, travel is not an issue here because Tampa Bay All right, guys. Sorry about that. Turns out you shouldn't update your computer or have automatic updates on as we
as we end the video here, for me, Tampa Bay is going to be a high-owned team here. I unfortunately lost the websites that I had up. Heck is that about? I know. But guess what? I just wanted to make sure I got the buys out of the way. I'm not going to do the game because, like you said, lost it. I'll just give you a quick breakdown of what I know. 100% updated on the computer. That's a good thing. But anyway, for me, Boston line 1 is going to be high owned, but I think there's going to be high potential there. Looking here, Buffalo and the Florida thing. I like still Buffalo here. Looking at Eichel and Skinner, as I've said. Flyers Hurricanes is going to be a weird game there. Still not sure. Like I said, I think I said about Voracek there on that second line. So Voracek there, nice play. Chicago Blackhawks, Islanders. You might want to get a goalie from there. Colin Delia potentially, and Lehner. I like Lehner here. I like the Barzal connection with Nelson Bailey. They've been well equipped. Certainly Islanders as well, 5-game winning streak. So keep that in mind. Canucks Canadians. Look for a game stack there, guys. It looks like it might be McKenna. It looks like it might be Antti. So game stack that one. They're Raiders fans, right? Capitals in the Blues. Capitals all the way. Like I said, I want Ovechkin. I want Carlson. Those are the guys I want. I look for big games from them, especially Ovechkin. No goals in 5 games. He's due. And Lightning Kings. This is an interesting one. This is an interesting one for me. They're going to be high-end. Everyone's been on the Kucherov, who's been amazing. Everyone knows what Braden Point's capable of. Stamkos, all those guys. Victor Hedman, you know the place, guys. Killorn as well. Could be a trap game, guys. With Quick in it, could be a trap game. Nothing's really trapped. Tampa Bay, they're 9-0-1 in the last 10. So I know I probably want some exposure to it. Just don't know. Maybe I'll be that guy that doesn't play him, and it pays off. But you know the drill there, guys. Kings wise, I don't want anything of the Kings, and Vasilevsky, I do like him in this one as well. He's probably going to be the most expensive goalie on the slate. So that's where I'm at, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulty there. I know it was interrupted when I flipping. Yesterday I had the slow computer. Today I get the one that restarts on its own. So hey, we'll get there. Thanks for watching, guys. Just remember, tweet the channel DFS Quarry at DFS Quarry if you would have interest in the Slack channel. Looking here, let's see if I can look at the subscribers quick here. We still are at the 99 subscriber mark, guys. One more subscriber, and we hit 100, and do the drawing, guys. Free hat. It's not even going to be 100. We got some family members and stuff that like the page as well. They obviously would be excluded. Close friends and family members will be excluded from the drawing because we don't want any bias there. We're really out to get the people who really contributed from the fan base to get the free hat of your choice. So appreciate everyone watching, and good luck in your lineups tomorrow. And to those on the Slack channel, we'll talk to you here in a little bit. You guys stay classy. Over and out.